Hi Gemini, this is your August reading. I'm really sorry for the delay for the reading. I was relocating and things have been up in the air, because of which it's coming now, but I didn't want to miss closing the eclipse season with my favorite sign. It's been a long, emotional, intense eclipse season and it's coming to an end in August. And we had the last eclipse of this year, last eclipse of the season happening on 11th of August. Things will look very much up in the air. Emotions will be very high as we stand today, but the month promises to end on a very positive note, especially on the work sector for you. So let's start from start. On 11th of August, you have the new moon partial solar eclipse at 18 degree Leo in your house of communication, social houses, co-workers, people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. You are manifesting something new over there, a new work environment, a new immediate environment, a new set of co-workers, a new set of learning skills, a new set of skills related to reading, writing, talking to people. This is a business house, this is a busy house, this is actually your house, this is a house of communication. You are a communication sign. So when the last eclipse that happened on 27th of July was all about giving up some old philosophies that are not serving you, probably some old mentors or teachers or teachings that are not serving you. As you gave up, as you were letting go some of those philosophies and way of thinking, something new has to manifest. This is bringing new people into your life. This is bringing new acquaintances in your life. This is also about courage. Third house is also about courage. It's bringing a new courage to press ahead in a different direction in your life, because it's Leo, and Leo is very bold, it's positive. I'm quite happy with somebody like your sign having Mercury in third house, because you don't have darkness in your thoughts. So when Mercury is retrograde, which means it's moving backward in your thinking house, you are rethinking, going back and forth, and there's excess communication, there's excess thinking. For a sign like Virgo, I am worried because those thought processes are negative. But for your sign, for Gemini, these thought processes are positive, they're constructive. But there is going to be a lot of communication, there's going to be a lot of social interaction. You are trying to create something new for yourself, because of which you'll be meeting a lot of different type of people, because you want to go into a different direction. As we discussed in the last reading of yours in July, you are looking to manifest new wealth starting from next year. Because of that, all of your social houses are being reworked by your ruling house, by your ruling planet Mercury this year. So your social houses were reworked in March, they're going to be reworked now, they'll be reworked again in November. You are looking to perfect your social skills, your communication skills, your sales skills, your thinking skills, and Mercury is moving backward in that direction right now, because of which the downside of your ruling planet moving backward in that house is that there are chances of miscommunications. There are chances of not getting your message accurately across to the people you're dealing with. There are chances of written communication being inaccurate. There's chances of misunderstanding with co-workers and the communication with the co-workers breaking down. There's chances of, on a physical level, your phone or your vehicle not working in the proper way. It's all about the things that take you places. So whether it's your dog, it's your writing, it's your vehicle, the thing that connects you to other people is undergoing a retrograde period, is undergoing a moving in a wrong direction way. It's not wrong direction, it's reworking. It requires you extra effort. So be more careful when you're communicating with people. Be more careful. Watch your speech. See what you're saying. And this there's a jarring aspect as well, because Mars is retrograde. There's a lot of angst amongst people. So be careful that your communication is not jarring with people. It's not making the anger and the angst is already high with eclipse season. So in a high emotional atmosphere, if you throw Mercury in Leo, which is already over the top, into the picture, there is chances of fights, there's chances of misunderstandings with co-workers happening in this condition. So but you're trying to create something new here. It will not be very evident on 11th of August. 7 planets are retrograde right now. Planets being retrograde, not moving in the right direction, things don't don't go as you plan, and they don't happen on the timeline you're looking for it to happen on. So just have patience, tap into your courage during this time, relook at how you're talking to people. That's what it's about. And also during this time, you have Mars and Uranus square still active. Uranus is in your house of 12th, in your unconscious house. It's trying to release the unconscious behaviors not serving you. It's trying to strike it with lightning and just cut it off your life. And what's helping you is Mars going backward in your philosophy. So you're trying to give up some patterns, and Mercury gives you the time to relook what's not helping you. How are you projecting yourself that's not helping you with your coworkers? How are you positioning yourself that is not helping you with your coworkers? If you're a student, you're trying to rework on your education. Maybe you're requiring some higher education, and even if you're not student, we are all student in life. You're meeting foreign people, you're meeting different kind of people, which are helping you realize what kind of thought process and philosophies are not serving you for growth path, for growing further in your life. So the 11th of August eclipse comes with Mercury, but it also comes with a square to Jupiter. Jupiter is a very benefic planet. It helps. It's a lucky planet. It expands, but it's in hard aspect to this eclipse. It's not flowing easily with this eclipse. But it's still a lucky planet. It's still a helpful planet. It's still an expansive planet. So it helps you in manifesting this new work situation, or new colleagues, new set of people that you need to work with, new communication project that's coming about, or the new skill set that you're planning to learn, or a new business idea that you're thinking of. It's going to help you on all of that, but because of the hard aspect, it's going to require some work. Jupiter is in Scorpio right now, and it's bringing out health issues and work issues. It's in your health and work sector, so it should ideally be benefiting your health and work sector. But before it does that, because it's in Scorpio, and Scorpio has a habit of digging in deep, pulling out all the issues first to the open and then healing it. So it's in a phase of pulling the issues out in the open, and then it will begin the process of healing that. So along with this eclipse, you will see those issues flare up. You'll see work issues flare up, coming out more in open, more in your awareness, more in your knowledge. Your health issues related to any hormonal issues, or if you have any heart issues, because it's Leo, those could flare up in a little bit. Just be careful if you have any of those. But the end objective, when the energies stabilize more, second half of the month, is to heal all of these. You will not see the clear picture right now, but squaring of the sun that offers you both the test of your character and opportunity as well. It would always start with challenge of your will. This eclipse plus Pluto and Saturn, or both of them in your transformation house, it's about freeing you of the patterns that don't serve you. All of this is asking you to give up a little bit of control and flow for a little bit. It's like you're right now trying to take your boat somewhere, and you're putting a lot of activity, a lot of energy. Mercury is going back and forth, back and forth. You're thinking, communicating, talking to a lot of people, seeking a lot of help from people, but the wind is blowing against you right now. So all of this effort is going to just tire you out. I'm not asking you to give up your goals. I'm not asking you to give up where you're going. Just work with the energy right now. Flow a little bit in the first half of the month. Don't chew more than you can take. Don't overpromise. Don't overextend. Don't overindulge. Don't make too much out of what you're seeing right now, because the picture is not clear. Especially on 11th of August till 19th of August, the picture will not be clear because Mercury is not moving directly. You would have a discussion with somebody. You would think that this discussion means X, while that person will be thinking Y. That's the kind of energy that is rife right now, and it will continue till 19th of August. So don't make more than what you need to of what you're hearing right now. Just after the eclipse on 12th of August, Mars dips back in Capricorn in your transformation house. Saturn is also sitting in that house. Pluto is also sitting over there. These planets have only one aim. The aim is to release the unconscious habits, whether they are health or work habits, that are not serving you. These are past addictive attachments, maybe karmic attachments, compulsive attachment to certain kind of behaviors that will not serve you in future life. So when Mars dips back in this house, it's trying to further help in your inner reconstructions. With Saturn is also in positive energy with Uranus. Uranus is sudden energy. So there can be sudden downloads, sudden realization in terms of what are you doing which is a little bit self-destructive. Is there any addictive behavior, some sort of loop you're getting into which you need to get out of to manifest better in your life? It's also a little bit of a reminder when Saturn is in 8th house. 8th house is the house of death and rebirth. You have Saturn sitting over there, you have Pluto sitting over there, you have Mars sitting over there. It's like a reminder that life is short, so better flow and release the resistance, release the blockages that are holding you. It's also the house of joint financial support, or the support that you get from other people. And when Mars goes over there, it's trying to rework and teach you that you are on your own. It's a teaching you only rely on yourself. That's also something that's being taught to you through this cycle. You have to let some mentors, some people you used to probably depend on go. There's a lot of focus on joint finances. There's a lot of focus on moving together with people earlier, but this cycle, especially when Mars dips on 12th of August into this sector, and it will continue for a month to be over there, it's trying to teach you that your partner resources, your partner support is all great, and they are going through their own rework, but you are relying only on yourself and you. Continue to focus for a month on that. Mars retrograde is also teaching you another thing, which is to not spread your efforts in too many directions. Focus your drive on what you really want. All of these Saturn, Uranus in psychological houses working together, right? I talked about purging last month as well, and that's going to continue second half of the month. That energy is there with you. You're clearing up all these houses so you can focus on what you really want. Retrograde planets is all about relooking at what you really want to do. So when planets are asking you to relook and decide, focus your drive, push for what you really want. Don't toy with the idea of doing something that you don't really want to do. Point all your resources, all your efforts, all your bullets in one true direction that you really want to go to. You will get more support from your supporters if you know where you're going during this time. Now, tide completely changes from 19th of August. Energy becomes so light, you would be surprised. The second half of the month looks so different. First of all, a sign of relief. 18th of August, Mercury, your ruling planet, starts moving in the right direction. It takes about a week for it to stabilize and gain speed, but 18th of August, you will feel a relief in communication sector. Your relationship with the coworkers improve. There's Venus, the planet, the planet of love and feel good factor, and which is sitting in your love sector. And it trines, it works in positive energy with this co-workers. It is a possibility to even bring love at work during this time. It's also a possibility of bringing back the love into your life, into your work, into your day-to-day, loving your day-to-day life as compared to all this jarring energy that existed during the eclipse season. At the very least, it brings about some harmony with the people you're working with, co-workers, your sibling, your acquaintance. Just day-to-day becomes easier from that point in time. But you have a beautiful aspect on 19th of August, which is Jupiter trining Neptune. This meeting is happening for the last time in our lifetime. Next time Jupiter will be trining Neptune will be after 150 years. So and a surprise, where is it happening? It's happening in your work sector. Jupiter is sitting in your work and health sector. Neptune is sitting in your work sector. The difference right now is this is the third time they're meeting. Why this one is most important is that Jupiter has moved in the right direction now. Jupiter is moving direct right now. So the benefits can start rolling in at work now. Because Jupiter is the depositor in this case, being the ruler of Pisces, it yields the benefits in it, expands, it gives the lucky energy to work. It's also about gaining clear knowledge about what you really want to do, what you really want out of work, what role, what title you want, and why. It's also a higher knowledge planet, so it's giving you the knowledge of why do you want to go there. Jupiter and Neptune are not day-to-day planets. These are higher knowledge, higher understanding planets, spiritual planets to some extent. You're trying to understand what is the end game here. And Neptune is retrograde right now, so there is no illusion. You have lost any veil, any fog that existed at work. You clearly know why you're doing this, why you're not doing this. So this aspect helps you bring about the clarity, and it continues till about 25th of August. It's actually live from 11th of August to 25th, but 19th is the peak of it, and you should see the benefits come through. Followed by this, you have Sun moving to Virgo on 23rd of August. Now Virgo is your home sector, it's your family. The focus shifts more towards taking care of your family, taking care of your own emotional needs. It's also a time when Sun would make a positive aspect with the Saturn Uranus trine that I talked about earlier, which is your emotional houses. So on 26th of August, Sun in your 4th house of family, Uranus in your house of unconscious patterns, Saturn in house of transformation, all three of them combined together forming a Earth grand trine. And this is easy flow of energy. So if you have done the work, you've done the purge, you're trying to work on your emotional patterns that are not serving you, you see tangible benefits come through in your family life. You see positivity of this flowing through your family life. You see positivity of flowing through your emotional life. Your intimacy benefits from it. Your family life benefits from it. And on 26th of August, there is also a full moon in your 10th house of work. Surprise again. 3-degree Pisces, it's your work sector. So early work, early Gemini especially benefit considerably from this. A regular new moon, full moon would be just about manifesting something at work, but this is coming in conjunction with in combination with the Uranus Saturn Sun trine, the grand Earth trine, because moon is opposing the sun, and then sun is forging this beautiful grand trine, forming a very unique configuration called kite configuration. Kite configurations are very unique, they are fated, they give tangible results, and in this case the outlet is in your work sector. So my expectation from 26th of August full moon for you is to manifest something beautifully at work, but you'll have to do the work in your psychological houses of giving up what's not serving you, some patterns that are not serving you ahead of that. So there's some work to be done over the next 2 weeks, Gemini, but there's a beautiful ending waiting for you. Good luck for that. Thank you.